You're listening to Under the Gun Radio Show, presented by Rock Hard Media Group. Get ready for 2 hours of high-octane audio stimulation you can stick in your iPod or shove up your SoundCloud. You're listening to Under the Gun Radio Show, presented by Rock Hard Media Group. I am the Motor City Kitty, Candy Gun, and joining me today is Michael Ashley of Black Sky Tribe. And you've heard this band on this show before because I've played a couple of their songs. How are you doing today, Michael?
I'm doing great. So much. Thank you so much for having me.
Tell me about who's in Black Sky Tribe and tell me about the band.
We've been around for going on 3 years. We just recorded our second album. And basically, it's me and Jason Cotter. We met in 1998 when I first moved to Nashville from Phoenix, and we wrote about 15 songs back then. But Jason had just started playing guitar. He was a great writer. You know, I'd been in a couple bands in Phoenix, and anyway, he wasn't ready yet. And we became great friends, and we wrote songs together. And then we lost contact with each other for about 10 years. I was in a few bands: Medicine Man, Shadows of Light, Beautiful Crude. I mean, I was in like 5 bands, and then I was in it without a band. I decided to call my buddy Jason up, and we started writing again. And didn't have a band, so got offered an acoustic gig, and asked him if he wanted to play it. And we did one acoustic gig with just me and Jason, and then we had another one come up, another offer, and my old bass player from Shadows of Light and Question the Chaos, bass player Craig Alspaugh, asked if we needed a bass player. And I knew as soon as Craig mentioned that he wanted to play that acoustic show that he heard something special. And I told Jason, I said, man, if we get Craig on board, this is going to become a whole different situation, a whole better, it's going to be a band. And sure enough, it was. And the bass lines changed the songs and inspired us to find a drummer. We found Vince Russo on drums. He sang some harmony vocals for us, and he actually recorded the album with us, just his drums, and then he quit the band. So we were lucky enough to find Nashville veteran Jim Phipps from Every Mother's Nightmare and Bush Hog. Great, great, great drummer. He's a legend in Nashville, and he actually contacted us, and we were lucky enough to have him audition, and he fit right in. It was pretty remarkable, and we've gotten better from day one after getting Jim. Not that Vince was a bad drummer. He was a great drummer. Now we've got the final piece in the puzzle, and so we've played out with Jim for about a year now, and we've just recorded our second album with Jim on drums, and we're really excited about it. I mean, I'm very proud of the CD that we've got now.
And that CD, Black Sky Tribe, titled Goodbye Blue Sky. And I have played the song My Turn on this show. I do want to know, what are a couple of your influences? What bands out there influence you?
For this band, I would like to say definitely Alice in Chains is probably my biggest influence. I know Jason Cotter, my guitar player, loves Alice in Chains, but I'm not sure he loves them quite as much as I do. And I'm also a big fan of Queensryche. Those two bands probably influence the music of Black Sky Tribe more than anything on my end. Jason probably have 2 other bands, King's X or somebody, you know, but yeah, Alice in Chains and Queensryche. Queensryche, early on, I was very, very young. I used to try to sound just like Jeff Tate on vocals, and of course, over the years that changed. I got into Alice in Chains and tried to sound like Lane Staley and Chris Cornell, of course, and everybody else. But I found that with Black Sky Tribe, me and Jason have a songwriting chemistry that's pretty remarkable. We pretty much know exactly what each other's going to do, and it has that Queensryche meets Alice in Chains feel to it, and so I guess that's what I would pick, you know. I mean, there's 100 other ones, of course.
And we're going to play those throughout this show today. We're going to move on to the song My Turn. Tell me about the song My Turn, which is on this new CD, Goodbye Blue Sky, from Black Sky Tribe.
Like I said, we had started out as an acoustic duo, and so a lot of this album was written before we had a band. My Turn was one of the first songs that we wrote with Vince on drums, and we started going in a heavier direction. So it was one of the first songs that we actually started getting a little heavier. The song is about getting older as a musician. You know, we hit the pavement for our whole lives, and we dedicate our whole lives. And it seems like the older we get, that these new kids come in and it's their turn to shine and get all the fans. And it's a harder road when you're a little older. It's harder to get people to come out. So the song's about basically getting older and kind of accepting that, not giving up, of course, but realizing that there's going to be a bunch of new cats coming along, and you're going to be hopefully the wisest ones out there, one of the wiser bands and the more talented bands, or, more respected bands. But you have to at least recognize that there's going to be some new talent out there that you're going to be exposed to and play with, and you got to respect that. It's you were young too at one point, and because you're old doesn't mean you can't rock. But that's the inspiration anyway, and it's basically about realizing you're getting old, I guess, is basically the meaning behind it. Not old, but you're getting older.
Yeah, exactly. And it takes a little bit longer to get out of bed. Unless, of course, you're listening to this song from Black Sky Tribe. It's called My Turn.
When it's all messed up and you just can't hide. Seems to me that there seems to be a way things will work, that it happens to me. And I'm all fucked up and no one cares. Get all worked up like I just don't care. But in the end, I'm not invincible. I'm just scared. I'm getting older, my thoughts run wild. I'm getting older, but I'm still a child. Life's getting colder, when will I learn? I'm getting older, it's no longer my turn now.
You're listening to Under the Gun radio show presented by Rock Hard Media Group. I am the Motor City Kitty, Candy Gun, and that was I See Yours from Black Sky Tribe. That's off their newest release titled Goodbye Blue Sky. Tell us about I See Yours.
I believe that was the second or third song me and Jason wrote together after hooking back up in 2013. We had written that song. I was single at the time, and I was dating a girl, and I was just kind of obsessed with her. It's one of those things where I noticed everything about her expressions, or I was very alert when I was with her, and I noticed pretty much everything about it, and I was crazy about everything about her. And after about 11 dates, I realized that, she really wasn't on the same page. She liked me, but it just wasn't on the same level. I saw all the great qualities and bad qualities of her, but she didn't really see too many great qualities in me. So that's what it's about. The verse, it's saying it's about, the look on my face, but it's actually talking about all the things I noticed about her face. And then in the chorus is, you don't even see my face. And it's a realization that, you're kind of barking up the wrong tree. You need to kind of move on. And that's what it's about.
Why don't you tell me about this next song, Quitting Time?
Quitting Time is a fun song. Actually, me and Jason have written a few songs in the past 3 years that weren't really Black Sky Tribe songs. They were a little too happy, or they just weren't dark or whatever. And that song almost became one of those songs. And it kind of hit me on the way to writing with Jason one night. I was like, Quitting Time. Wow, that's pretty good little hook,
Yeah, that's what I live for at the end of the week.
Right. Who can't relate to Quitting Time? And so what I did is I wrote a song about a relationship. That's what I do. That's pretty much what about all the songs are inspired from. But, it's about basically not wanting to give up on somebody, but only I know when it's time for me to stop trying. I kind of use that. The hook is really, hopefully anybody can relate to, is quitting time, and you can relate to it at work. I mean, that's why I tried not to make it too obvious what I was talking about. And so hopefully either you like it because you want to get a beer after work or whatever, or if you get the real meaning of the song, you can relate to, again, barking up the wrong tree and realizing that, it's time to move on.
Well, we're going to listen to Quitting Time from Black Sky Tribe.
Always on my mind, I'm just biding time, holding on till it's quitting time, yeah, I'm holding on till it's quitting time, when all this time's been around, and all this time I've been around, holding on till it's quitting time, yeah, I'm holding on, so be quitting time.
You're listening to Under the Gun Radio Show, presented by Rock Hard Media Group.
Well, I knew on the very first date that you are the kind that hate. But it works well for the beautiful face on you. Well, I believed in love at first sight, and I received after just one bite. So relieved I didn't put up a fight. Oh yeah. But I care too much, more than I wanted to. And I share too much, more than I wanted to. Well, it's then I began to say goodbye. Oh, yeah. Knew that I didn't pretend. I knew that you needed a friend. Yeah, you knew how I felt in the end about you. Oh, yeah. But you care too much, more than you wanted to. And you share too much, more than you wanted to. Well, it's then you began to say goodbye, blue sky. Black is coming back again. Goodbye, blue sky. It's back to hold me back again. Goodbye, blue sky. Black is coming back again. Goodbye, blue sky. It's back to hold me back. Goodbye, blue sky. Goodbye.
You're listening to Under the Gun Radio Show, presented by Rock Hard Media Group. I am the Motor City Kitty, Candy Gun, and that was Goodbye Blue Sky, which is the title track from the newest release from Black Sky Tribe. And Michael Ashley, lead singer, is joining me today. Tell me about that song.
That's a funny story about that song. Again, it just happened. Me and Jason started writing the song, and typically what we'll do is I'll come up with a melody, sit on the melody for a few days, and we'll get back together, and hopefully I'll have some lyric ideas, and then I'll just jot them down there on a piece of paper while he's playing the song, and I'll tell him to play the verse like 5 times or whatever. Goodbye Blue Sky. I came up with the title and the lyrics and everything one night, and I was totally inspired, wrote the whole song in one night, and I got home to my roommate, and I was telling her about it. And I said, yeah, we got this new song. It's called Goodbye Blue Sky. And she goes, oh, like the Pink Floyd song. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, the Pink Floyd song, Goodbye Blue Sky. And it just dawned on me. It's like, I love that song. Why didn't I just, for some reason, it's like somebody put that title in my head, but I did not put the two and two together. Turns out, though, that Goodbye Blue Sky is one of our biggest hits on YouTube because of, everyone searches Goodbye Blue Sky or, worldwide. We get hits on Goodbye Blue Sky. So it was unintentional, but it actually has worked to our advantage. And believe it or not, since then, I've not on purpose, but like surprisingly, I've got a lot of songs that are the same titles as other songs. And it's helped our YouTube hits. I mean, it's not deliberate, but it is an added little bonus. So Goodbye Blue Sky is, again, barking up the wrong tree, realizing that you try to be somebody's friend. That's not what they need. That's not what they want, and they end up not feeling the same way. So that's Goodbye Blue Sky.
Well, this next song, definitely, the title a lot of people will recognize, Norwegian Wood, which is a Beatles song. So what compelled you guys to do the Norwegian Wood song from the Beatles?
Ironically, I used to do that song in my first band. It was a thrash metal band in Phoenix. But believe it or not, we actually did an acoustic. This is back before people were doing acoustic sets, unplugged sets and stuff. But we did it because we wanted to go out and hang out at this park where everybody used to hang out with. So we did it acoustically. When me and Jason were having a writing session, as we do, and he started coming up with, he shows me all his ideas, and I tell him which ones I like or whatever. And he played that riff, and I was like, oh, man, that sounds a lot like Norwegian Wood. And he's like, well, no, the Norwegian Wood is this. And he played it, and it's, it's a little more happier, a little more major chords. And I was like, wow, yeah, that's different, but it's too much the same, And I was like, man, let me try to sing that melody over. And I did, and it worked. So all we really had to do was come up with a chorus, the chords for the chorus. And that's what we did. And then, it's kind of cool with the 3-part harmonies and everything. It's always been a cool song, one of my favorite songs from the Beatles. A lot of people don't know it used to be called Knowing She Would instead of Norwegian Wood. But anyway, it's a simple song. We put a little intro at the beginning of it, and it always goes over great live, although we don't really play it live much anymore.
All right, well, we're going to listen to Norwegian Wood from Black Sky Tribe.
Had a girl, or should I say she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good, Norwegian Wood? She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. Sat on a rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't, then I crawled off to sleep in the bath.
You're listening to Under the Gun radio show presented by Rock Hard Media Group. I am the Motor City Kitty, Candy Gunn. Joining me today is Michael Ashley of Black Sky Tribe. Their latest release titled Goodbye Blue Sky. The song you just heard, Home. Tell me about that song.
Home is definitely a song that I believe is influenced by King's X. They have the harmony thing down, and it's kind of a similar riff to what you would hear them do. Jason wrote the riff, obviously, and I really enjoy the harmonies in that song. Real proud of those. And Jason sings on the disc as well on that song. But the song is basically about not wanting to go home, having something going on at home. I believe we've all been in that situation where we just kind of want to hang out. Can I hang out here for a little while longer? It's like there's something going on at home that you just don't want to deal with. And in the song, you learn that the person that's letting them stay there for a while and not go home is lonely, and the voice is lonely too. So it's basically at the end of the song, you realize you're not alone. You are at home. You're already at home. So it's kind of like graduating from being in a situation where you're not happy and being in a situation where you are happy, basically.
And next up on this CD that I have in my little claws, the next song is Until I'm Gone.
I've been told by a few people it's the greatest song I've ever written. I don't know about that. I'd like to think it's a great song, but it's one of my favorites because, again, as a seasoned musician, I've written a lot of songs over the years. I've been in 8 or 9 bands in my career and recorded 19 albums. So there's a lot of my old music out there, and I don't know if anyone ever listens to it or if it still brings other people joy. Really, all I concentrate on is what I'm currently doing. But the song is basically about, after I'm gone, hopefully what I've left behind will still give people joy. It's one of my biggest hopes. After I'm gone, I really hope that my life has some sort of meaning after I'm gone, basically. And that's what it's about. It's about being a musician and hoping that your talent will live on after you've gone.
Awesome. We're going to listen to Until I'm Gone from Black Sky Tribe.